Okay, ready to dive into part two. It's nice because I'm just filming these back to back, and I went out and got myself an SD card so I could have more memory space so I could do this, you know? I was having to in the past like load up the videos and wait until I could, have them all uploaded to YouTube before I could clear them out. And that just was not efficient, okay? This way I can keep going with the flow, so it's nice. And it looks like you're going to keep going with the flow too. Yeah, I definitely see that there was something that was really disappointing in the past. We have the Five of Cups, echoed here. That sentiment of like crying over spilt milk, like looking back at what was spoiled, looking at what was supposed to be cause for celebration, but didn't turn out the way that you expected. And I always notice on the Five of Cups here that it's kind of hard to see with this lighting here, but I wanted to use the red light for you all. I mean, you got that Mars energy. Um, but there's three chalices on the ground, and yes, that to me speaks of celebration of like the Three of Cups. But the Three of Cups to me also often speaks of third party dynamics in relationships. And I feel a lot of times with the Five of Cups here, the loss was caused by the interference of a third party in a romantic dynamic. Now, can that sometimes be due to cheating? I mean, we do know that you were in a very, like feral phase, and that you've been feeling a little, horny and greedy on a sexual level. And maybe you've been, having multiple partners and just enjoying yourself and having fun and exploring your sexuality. And there's nothing wrong with that at all, but if you were doing that and it wasn't all on the up and up and all parties weren't in agreement and you were already in some kind of arrangement with somebody, this may be the reason why there was fallout in the relationship. Or somebody could have put you in this position, okay, and made you a third party, all right? It's not necessarily it was you, okay? It could have been somebody did this to you. So, you know what side of the story you're on. Um, this could also be the interference of friends or family, or maybe work had to take a priority, or maybe there was some kind of crisis going on in your life, something heavy you were dealing with, and it just took energy away from the relationship. It acted as a distractionary influence. That's what a third party is. In some cases, and this just came in for me, some of you have been dealing with addiction. Some of you have been addicted. Some of you need to go through some kind of rehab. Some of you need to kick some shit. And then there's others of you that were dealing with somebody who had an addiction, and it was really causing a serious rift in your relationship. But I see there was a big disappointment here, a big disappointment. And I feel that there were lots of secrets involved too with this high priestess energy. Okay. Definitely something was going on beneath the surface. And this is associated with the sign of Pisces. Okay. This high priestess energy. The thing about this too is when I see the high priestess come up with the Five of Cups and disappointment, one thing that says to me, and this is broad coven, okay? So I do talk about witchy shit here. If you are not somebody who, is on the path, you're not working with the craft, you don't do workings, that's not part of your scene, that's cool. But there are some people that are, and I just deliver the messages that come through. And some of this could be related to spell work. Somebody could have been doing some workings, and what I'm getting is love workings. It feels like manipulative magic, okay? That's what I'm picking up. But it would be associated, with this high priestess energy and this sign of Pisces. They could have Pisces aspected strongly somewhere in their chart. okay? The person who was involved in this, or you could have Pisces strongly aspected in your chart and maybe been doing some workings that either weren't closed properly, that's coming up, either weren't closed properly, or maybe you were doing something that was really, more manipulative in nature. Just to see those two cards come up together. But I see you moved away from this energy, For some of you, that aren't dealing with that kind of a situations. The ones who are, they know, okay? They know. As soon as I said it, they knew, all right? But for those who aren't, there was just secrets. There was too many secrets. Too much was being done covertly. And that really mirrors, isn't it interesting? Like, we used these different decks, but that really mirrors this energy here, See how the story builds with this fox energy. Fox in the hen house, okay? That's some sneaky fucking energy. Maybe even had somebody who was kind of thieving around you, trying to take something from you, manipulating you in that way. I just got a friend, came in as a friend, they're there to support you, but really they had a plan. They had their eyes on something they wanted, and could have worked you a bit. So I'm reading for a big collective, the Aries collective is a vast collective. So I'm just giving the messages as they come out, not every story here is going to be for all of you, okay? But you'll know the ones that are for you. So just keep open, keep open as these stories come through, and you'll know where you have resonance. And I'm sure you'll be able to connect. Even the ones where it's not your story, you'll definitely connect with the themes, just the energy, okay? Feel this energy. This is a sneaky, subversive energy, and it's manipulative. There's manipulation involved there, and I feel like you moved away from it with this Six of Swords energy. You caught on to it. You realized that this was causing complication. It was causing problems in your life, and I believe that this is in relation to, that trip. You moved away from that. You put that behind you. You said, okay, I'm ready to let this go. I'm tired of being down the rabbit hole on this crazy fucking adventure where nothing makes sense. It's really making me feel unstable. It's throwing everything out of balance. I just want some peace. I want some calm in my life, and I feel like you let that go, and you moved beyond it with this Six of Swords energy. And the Six of Swords energy is a really positive sign, because it means you're moving away from difficulties and things are going to start smoothing out. And I really feel like by you making this choice to move away from this fuckery, whatever this was, I feel like it was almost like a blockbuster. It almost had like a blockbuster action on your life. And, again, I'm speaking in magical terms, but when somebody is like stuck at the crossroads, okay, and they haven't been able to move forward in their life, and it's felt like there's just been one obstacle after another in front of them, sometimes people will do a blockbuster working. They're pretty intense. They're pretty fiery. They stir up a lot of shit. It's for people who are like desperate to get moving forward. If you ever have somebody tell you like, oh, do a blockbuster working, it'll be great. It's going to move the obstacles out of your way. Oh yeah, it will. It'll move the obstacles out of your way. Just, be sure you're ready for the ride, because you're going to have to hang on tight, It's almost like it has that kind of energy. And I'm not saying that you did a blockbuster working, although with that high priestess there, let's just put that on the table. Some of you may have done a blockbuster working, You may have realized you were dealing with some fuckery and you said, you know what, I'm going to just blow this shit off my fucking path and I'm going to clear all the obstacles out of the way and I'm starting fresh, but I'm getting myself out of this crossroads energy, okay? I feel like whether you did a working or whether it was just the momentum of finally making a choice to leave this person, to leave this drama, to leave this complication, to leave this kind of lower vibe shit behind you and kind of head out, head out to clearer, calmer waters where you can really start to chart a new direction that's more in alignment with who you want to be. I feel like this place right here of being fucking fucked, when you're sitting in the belly of the beast and those flames, are looking at you and you're feeling the burn, you're feeling that karmic burn as a result of the choices that you made. Like, you start taking shit a lot more seriously. I mean, I really see you reviewing. I see you reviewing your actions. I also see you reviewing the actions of others. I see you looking back at message threads on your Facebook and kind of having this epiphany like, where did it go wrong? How did it get to this from that? Those damn memories that come up on Facebook. You might be going through your old texts or, just messages that you saved on your phone, looking at old pictures, remembering how things were. And you might be kind of shocked to be in the place that you're at right now and not even really understanding why you got there, how you got there. But see, that's what impulsivity does. I mean, in one way, I'm a devil's advocate, okay? I'm a Libra. All right, so we're devil's advocates. But I am a Libra with Libra rising, and I have 5 planets in the first house of Aries. So I also hold really strong Aries energy. So I understand the value of spontaneity. I think there's a lot of magic in spontaneity. You can spend your whole life waiting for things to turn around, or you can throw caution to the wind and you can grab yourself by the balls and you can fucking get in it to win it and just have yourself a time, have an experience, have an adventure. Will it end up a mess? It might, but at the same time, it's like, oh, the ride. And sometimes that's what it's about. It wakes you up, it shakes you up, it stirs your senses, it puts you in contact with a part of yourself you never even knew existed before, right? But then, it's sort of like when you're out on the town and, that night of partying, with your friends, you're out celebrating. And then the next morning, you wake up, if you have one too many cocktails while you were checking out the band or whatever, you don't feel so hot, and I feel like, that's where you're at, you're reviewing, and, they aren't looking too happy, okay? They aren't looking too happy. We know you've been dealing with some depression and feeling kind of stuck and feeling sad and in your feels a bit, and it's never easy necessarily for Aries to express their feels, but you got to remember, like, you're moving away from that energy now, and You got that star energy of hope, you know, that follow that guiding light, you know? You're out in clear waters now. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I want to look here. Ooh, you got some really interesting energy coming in here. And this is why I love to work with the playing cards, okay? I think you're feeling a bit like a clown with this Joker in reverse and this 10 of Hearts energy. This is like, you know, this is like that song, Everybody Plays the Fool, you know. Everybody plays the fool sometimes, no exception to the rule. Listen, baby, everybody plays the fool. I think, you know, you played the fool. You know, maybe you feel a little foolish. You know, you fucked around, you found out, you know, but I think at the end of the day, you're really realizing that you want love. You know, you want love. And I sort of feel like you've been putting on this act, like, oh, I don't need that, you know. I just want to be on my own, you know. I want to do my own thing. I want to just, you know, play the field, you know, recapture my glory days, you know, all that. And I think that at the end of the day, and with what you've been through and the experiences you've had, I feel like you chalked a lot of experience in these past few years. You're burnt out on that already, you know? You're burnt out on that already. And you're just ready, you know? You're ready to actually like have the real deal. You want a love that you can count on. You know, you want to know that somebody has your back. And we do see, you know, that love is definitely on deck with this Ace of Hearts here. There will be a new beginning in love, okay? But, you know, it might involve you kind of sucking it up a little bit, you know? You might feel a little foolish. You might have some things to apologize for. You might have, you know, uh, you might have made some choices in haste and you made the wrong choice, and now you're realizing you have to backtrack your steps and you feel a bit like a fucking clown, you know? Yeah, you know, we see here that there is, you know, this 7 of Hearts energy, and 7 of Hearts is all about having options, okay? But we got this Ace of Pentacles here. Now, Ace of Pentacles with Ace of Hearts, that is the manifestation, you know, of a new beginning in love, and definitely somebody you can build with. Okay, double ace. Now that's a pretty strong message there. Okay, and it's not just a new start in love, but this is a case where in this next cycle, really, truly, Aries, like you can have it all. You can be wealthy financially, you can be wealthy emotionally. Like that's what you need to get. You need to stop thinking that you have to sacrifice. You don't. It's all there waiting for you, but you know, you can't sit there and expect uh that things are just going to come to you. And especially if, you know, there's some things you need to turn around, you know. And some of you were dealing with, you know, a joker like this. You were dealing with somebody who was out of pocket, you know, and they were playing the clown, you know. Well, now it's going to be tears of a clown because they might be coming back and asking you for a second chance, and it's up to you. It's up to you if you want that, okay? But there is this like love offer on the table for you. You know, it's solid. It's a real offer, okay, with the Ace of Pentacles. It's no bullshit. So whether you're the one making the offer or someone's making it to you, you know, we see that that is on deck, you know, but I don't know. I don't know if you're going to take it from this particular person. I feel like you're going to hold out for the real deal. And I'm going to get a clarification. This is where I'm going to need to get a clarification. Because what I see here is this is my, you know, get a seat at the table card. And this is in reverse. So, you know, for me, this is like when it's in reverse, there's this saying, and I believe it was Maya Angelou who said it. If love's no longer being served, you get up from the table, okay? So I see you being like, I don't want to eat at this fucking table. I don't like the offering you're putting before me. And I got options. I got options, you know? And if I don't got options now, I know they're going to come and I'm going to make some options, okay? So this person, you know, this joker who comes around, you know, wanting a second chance and you know, admitting their mistakes, whether you let them in or not, you know, that's your choice. I do see it is a solid offer. It is legit. They mean it, you know. Could you have happiness there? Yes, you could. But, you know, remember, we're talking about you being in kind of a greedy place and wanting to adventure and explore and experiment and experience. And you know, with that card that came in, the spaceship, this is really like, this is about, it is about travel. It is about like a new cast of characters coming into your life. It's new experiences. It's like everything fresh, new, you know, so much so that you feel like you're not even on the same planet anymore. Like your life has changed so much and you're having so much expansion. Okay. So, yeah, you know, I don't know. You would have to really, you know, feel like this is somebody that could give you a lot of freedom, you know, even within a relationship with them. You'd have to feel like they would be able to let you have the life you need to have in order for you to feel fulfilled. And sometimes that may mean you going off exploring on your own, you know, but I see you, I don't know, I see you turning down this offer. I really do. And for some of you, you may be the one that gets turned down. You might be the one making the offer, and now, you know, you waited too long. You kept this person on ice for too long, and now they got other options, and they're going to tell you get to stuff. And so, you know, pick what side of the story you're on. But we do see there is going to be a lot coming in. And a lot of the different signs are getting this. So I think we're about to head into a really busy period in within the next 2 months. Okay, give it about 8 weeks, and you're really going to start to see things moving in your life. All right, there's going to be lots of communication, lots opening up. There's going to be new opportunities coming your way where things have felt stuck or stagnant or like they weren't really going anywhere. Expect things to start to move very rapidly. Okay, very rapidly. This is going to be a big time of change, but it's positive change. And in this card, there's all this butterfly energy. Okay, so we're talking transformation. And I just love this card. She reminds me of Mary Poppins. So I feel like this is sort of like this magical whirlwind, you know? It's like that spoonful of sugar that helps the medicine go down of, you know, all that karma you had to burn, okay? You know, it's like, all right, we're moving through that now. You made the right moves. You let the shit go that you needed to let go. And now your road is going to open, okay? You had your blockbuster moment. You know, sometimes shit needs to come to a head. Everything needs to fall apart before you can kind of like clear the way free to actually be able to move forward unencumbered, you know, without anything getting in your way. And you got your road opener coming in about, you know, in about 8 weeks, all right? 2 months. So, start of summer, really. Start of summer is when you're really going to see that. Yeah, and we see here that, bottom of the deck energy, you're going to move out of that time of rest. Right now, you've been resting a lot, you might even have been feeling really lazy, sleeping extra, just not feeling very motivated to do much of anything at all. Maybe you plan to start the year with an exercise program, and then when you think about it, you're just kind of like, the couch looks good tonight, this can speak a little bit maybe to laziness. Some of you may have gone through a period where you were actually recovering, either from, a surgery, an injury, or maybe you've just been, sick, under the weather, and just, needing extra rest. There was that depression piece that came in earlier too, and it might be seasonal defective disorder. The Four of Swords energy, reminds me of winter time, and there not being as much light outside. So now it's going to be time to kind of like start to move yourself out of that energy. It's going to be time to actually, move forward, with it in reverse, with the Four of Swords in reverse like that, means rest time's over. Like, it's time to get up, it's time to get motivated, time to start doing, and not being in that stuck place anymore. Okay, top of the deck energy, this is you showing up in your reading. All right, King of Wands right there, that's you, Aries. Okay, for some of you too, it is your significator, but you could also be dealing with a Leo or a Sagittarius or another Aries, or somebody who has, those placements in their chart. But in this respect, I really see this is about you, You're choosing to invest in yourself with this Nine of Pentacles energy. That's where you're beginning. And I do see you moving into a place of real self-satisfaction. You're going to enjoy your own vibe for a while. And I believe it's an important step, because it's really about you getting your mojo back, and it also brings you prosperity, with this Nine of Pentacles. That's a really beautiful energy. You're really going to be enjoying yourself and feeling like self-satisfied. That's a wonderful energy. Ooh, and big Empress energy coming right after that. You are definitely going to be moving into this place of really just like feeling yourself, really feeling yourself. You women out there, you broads out there, you're really going to be feeling yourself. Like, that mojo that was missing, ooh, it's coming back. It's coming back. Look at that. I see you really like going out and getting yourself some new slinky dresses, to show off your curves. You don't even care that you let the gym go a little bit. You kind of like the extra cushion you got going on, You're going to show off that juicy booty in a hot little number, I don't know. I just see you really enjoying yourself, enjoying life, and feeling good about yourself. And it's so cool, because it all comes from you. For the masculines, this Empress energy could also be Libra or Taurus. It is associated with these cards. So, this may be somebody that, is helping you feel supported, like stepping into your own power and doing your own thing. And, an Empress is somebody who can handle an independent man, that's the thing. King of Wands, really only takes a partner when he wants to. He has to really want it, like the King of Wands, like, he doesn't settle down so easy. He really doesn't, if he goes to that level where he actually chooses, someone to be his one and only, it's because he's really thought that out, and his feelings run real deep. So it's possible it could happen with that Empress energy there. Ooh, I think it will, because we see this. Look at this right here. What a beautiful place to end this reading. We got the King of Wands, who gets the 9 of Pentacles on his own. And there is only one greater reward, and that is the 10 of Pentacles, which comes out with this Empress energy. So together, this is something that can really build into a beautiful future. That's some really cool energy. You all got quite the solar return ahead of you. Yeah, lay down your burdens. Prepare the way ahead, because Liftoff is coming soon for you all. Happy birthday.